With over a year still to go before the 2027 general elections, the political temperature is already rising. Endorsements, defections, party realignment, and questions about INEC's readiness are dominating national conversation. Joining me to unpack all of this is Comrade Razak Olukoba. Good morning, Comrade.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good to have you with us today. So let's start broad. We are still more than a few months to our 2027 elections. We're already seeing mass endorsements, defections into the APC, opposition parties like G100 working to build a common front. What can you say about all of this political activity as it is currently?
These are expectations.
We must see when election is coming. There's nothing out of place about it. The drama about it is the opposition. You see, the incumbent party is lucky because they have a bunch of weak and bunch of people with lack of focus, lack of strategy and tactics as opposition. If you look at the genesis of APC, APC is truly a coalition. You have ABGA in APC, that's Rochas.
Yeah.
We have the PDP faction, led by Atiku, Saraki, and all others. You have Tinubu bringing in ACN block, and we have Buhari bringing AMPP and CPC.
block.
These are coalition. But all the people that are calling themselves opposition now and coalition now, all of them are from the same source. They were all PDP members before. So if you are my brother and you split and come back again, it's not families coming together. It's a family coming together. And if you look at the compilation of APC campaign council, is formidable. There's no state in this country that you won't have either a former governor, sitting or former senator, speakers in one state or the other throughout the 36 states of the federation. How do you intend to defeat such parties? And they are still at a point discussing coalition. This is not the time you should be talking about coalition. The time for coalition has gone and passed.
So what you're saying now is that we shouldn't expect the G100 coming up with any reasonable.
They are in complete disarray. Now, there are three things you look at if you want to form a coalition. You look at the motivation. You look at your capacity. Then you also look at possibility of taking power from the person that is there. Then, what is the motivation at the moment? When Jonathan was there, Yaradua died. And there were insinuations that, why will you come and use Jonathan's time? That was why that rallying point became strong that time against Jonathan. Tinubu is using his second time. Majority of the analysts felt that, see, the way Nigeria is composed, which is on ethnic basis, and the center is strong. If the center is weak now,
Many ethnic people will not pick interest. Like Yoruba, we won't pick interest in the center. We just concentrate on our youth.
because we have a strong center, everybody wants to have
Have
it.
a touch.
So, and there's that unwritten agreement that North 8, South 8. So you're just going for a second time. So the Northerners who are reasonable, who have political wisdom, knew that if you crack this agreement, you are going to create more problem for the country. Because it becomes a point of agitation again, where there will be no timetable again for North and South. Northerners will say, I can go anytime.
Once you
Southerners will
distort the
say,
queue,
so
then nobody will follow that.
nobody will
pattern
follow
again.
that pattern again. And that's pattern that has been sustaining peace in Nigeria. So the motivation for coalition is not there at all. Maybe Obi for business the one saying that, but for Atiku, for Kwankwaso, it sounds kind of reasonable. So the motivation is not even there that there should be a coalition. Then your capacity to form a coalition, who are these people forming a coalition? Atiku, David Mark, Raregbe. Except Atiku, who might have a bit of a strength in where he comes from. Aregbe in Osun, where is that strength? Look at the result of the last election. Then look at Kwankwaso in Kano. The governor there is waxing strong now. So If you look at all of them,
you conclude that this is
comic.
The only thing is that APC
Also needs to be very careful
because you should not underrate some
cracks. They are lucky to have sorted out the cracks in the rivers now. Mara is politically aligning now. It's behaving well now, and Wike is complementing
the work of APC
in rivers. But Kwara is not looking good at all. It's looking not good at all, and that's why
the present constitution about it.
The government has not done any good thing. It inherited so many people and allowed them to filter away. Once you become a governor, the rules of the game is no longer your rule again. The rule of politics.
But using his own the rule is
he's applying, running his own business through WhatsApp, through text message. And that's why attention was paid in Kwara.
Then you know, show again.
We can never be sure what's going to happen in Osun.
Oh, governor said I'm going to be with you. 90 days is
too long for the assurance politically. So who made Osun APC fail? They should be penalized. And their hands should be completely removed from political process until after election. So APC should be very careful. Opposition and yes, I am not happy that there's no opposition. I love APC. Yes, today and tomorrow, if I'm to vote, I will vote. But one of the ingredients of democracy is actually
to have a strong opposition.
It's ingredient. It's strong party, strong. The parties are weak.
The emotions
they use to
do politics, not
fetching them anything. On the moment of women, you take up, that start to do politics. It's reckless and irresponsible. And their followers are also emotional like them too. They thought they want to achieve something serious. Okay, look at the mess they put us in. They said Nigeria can be fixed in 6 months. Who told you that? It can be fixed in 1 year. See, this is the reason why there's anger in the land. Well, we should be taking it calm with the guy there. Okay, where is the area of your challenge? Let's build a barricade on security. Okay, the state police now, the state governors. Yeah, let's start doing something about it. But the emotional opposition will say you can do it in where how?
Just to stir emotions in people.
Just to stir emotions. And that's not good for our country. They are drifting us away from the government.
It's not good. It's a risk,
because if you are the leader
of an organization, you are on track,
and your team members say you are not on track,
you will abandon that track. You want him to abandon state police. You want him to abandon independence in the energy sector where state can generate electricity. You want him to abandon devolution of power. Also many things he's doing. The assembly, the student law. You want him to abandon that. All right. And in replacement for what?
Let's move
to bring subsidy back.
Let's move to something from Serap now. They've been pushing Inec to disclose whether they really mean it that they will monitor political contribution for campaigns, contribution limits under the Electoral Act. The big question is, in the real sense, is it possible for Inec to monitor political spending limits, or it's just a mere political statement?
There are so many reasons why Inec bad precedents of monetizing election, where if you don't have money, you can't be a politician in Nigeria. So many things. And it's good. But you see, we should stop flogging our shadows. The shadows of someone who has committed a crime. If you want to flog a criminal, flog him. If you want some of these things to be put in place, let's change the way our institutions are structured. The way campaign is structured in Nigeria, we will spend each money. The president was good at instead of celebration with his retinue of his supporters. I think we also do that. Ogu will do that. That money is coming from somewhere. So if you want to avert this, it's not a 2-3 month to election that we're talking about. I want to monitor this. It should be a long campaign. And Senap is doing a very good job. And that's why Senap must also share our own view. This minimalist pursuit of taking somebody to court. The challenge we have as a nation is about structure, about our institutions. Agrarian and Senap are interested in that. Not interested in fallout of the consequence of how we run our election, which is something like this. Someone is corrupt. Why is it that people have access to our money on due access? Is that how it is all over the world? No, it's not. And Sarah should join this kind of moves. the state police issue. So that would say, governors should account for security groups. Governors should take up their responsibility. Why are the governors failing in their responsibility to secure their state? Where is that institution? What is that apparatus? No state police. So if that wants to do the expand their horizon about agitation, all they are my friend, all the people in South are my friend. That's why we struggle together. But they need to expand the scope of what they are doing to accommodate the bigger picture of how the country will be reformed. State reform. It's important. So after that, it's important for us to know how much tax to collect. The donation limit. One individual, how much can he donate? How much can it? But it's difficult because membership is should be unlimited. You can't say membership contribution to the party should be 100 million. When I have about 100 million members, that's not possible. But donations and money that looks like legitimate but are illegitimate, that's what Inec is trying to track. And we need to support Inec, particularly the young people. Is it the young people are my greatest concern? You guys, I don't know which generation you belong to. Maybe you belong to them too. But they will not live well.
Are you saying many of them are naive?
With this lack of attention to what's happening around them, particularly in the southwest, the Hausa, the Fulanis, and other people, they are training their children for leadership. And my own is buy daughter of 500 and be abusing someone that's older than your grandfather. A medical person will put something online, he will say, stupid, idiot, learning nothing from it. So this culture of ignorance, we have to be able to curb it so that you will know the challenge you have ahead. The younger people, you have problem ahead, though.
So are you saying the younger generation,
naive,
they are not politically aware?
No, yes, they are not politically aware. And they are consciously ignorant. When you are consciously don't want to know, I don't want to know what's my business about your future. The thing is, but I mean, when I say you should listen to what I want to do, what's my business with your future? It's just that you spend our own time to make sure you have a better future. If you don't pay attention to what Inec is doing, young people will eventually become president and governors in this country. You will be shocked.
Okay, let's look at the recently concluded election in Osun and how INEC performed. Now they've opened accreditation for a rerun in September in some constituencies in Bauchi, Delta, and Kano. So these recent elections, what do they tell us about INEC's readiness for 2027? You know, judging by what they've been able to do so far, do you think INEC in all of the activities, do you think they are ready enough to get the job done in 2027? Are they really ready?
This is not only about INEC, and that's the narrative I said the political class sell to Nigeria, which is not correct. It's not INEC is not the only institution conducting election. There's the police there, there's the political parties there, then the Nigerians. If you look at Osun, majority of the young people carrying guns are all about. Are they INEC members? Are they not young Nigerians? So INEC, the civil society engage them. What they are supposed to do, their INEC has done it. Let the party complement. Parties should put their house in order. Don't look for votes with guns and bullets again. Look for votes with programs that you want to run to better the lives of Nigeria. INEC has registered over 100 million Nigerians. At the end of the day, you have less than 20 million votes. Is that INEC too? So as for INEC, let them sustain what they are doing. And you see, what bothers me is elites like you and me. We're also talking like politicians who wants to confuse us. INEC has not done, and we say, we all go school now. INEC keeps lecturing people every day. This is your right. Come on. They have open portal for about 1 year now. How many people have gone to reaffirm or reactivated their money?
I think that has closed already.
That has closed already. I don't know how many people have done that. So what do you want INEC to do again? So it's not about INEC. It's now about political parties. Look at PDP, the two PDP. Now, is that INEC? Look at the way all politicians scatter themselves in. Is that INEC too? So INEC and police have come of age. They are and when I say this, Nigeria will say, you are just supporting government. There's no dictionary that says that when government is doing the right thing, we should not support them. It is even responsible for citizens to be looking for what the government has not done right with torchlight and binocular and telescope. It's still responsible citizenship. If your government is not doing well, you must have the courage to say so. But if your government is doing well, say it out. EFCC will go and arrest and be looking for someone in the same. You say, see, infringing a woman right, and you will say corruption should go. So Inec has done is be let them sustain what they are doing. They are engaging the public. They are talking to the public often and often. The election they have conducted in Ekiti is okay. In Osun, the demand refused to announce the winner in Osun.
No.
He announced. So don't place a body to that is not within the scope of INEC or INEC. What is the responsibility of party? Don't tell INEC to be doing it. Party should feel responsible candidate that is willing to win or lose the election. Not that if you win election, fine, INEC is fine. Or you lose election, you say INEC is the worst institution in Nigeria. We don't want, and it's a political party that's producing candidate like that, not INEC.
Finally, one word for the electorate ahead of 2027.
Your faith is tied to that ballot, to the paper in your hand. Your faith, economically, your education, the future of your children, the future of your own future is tied to that ballot. You can't blame anybody at the end of the day if you choose a wrong candidate. You don't have an excuse to keep complaining later. I'm saying this not for your age or my age, particularly the under 30s. They seem to be, they don't have interest. See, there's a new sophistication in the north now that will shock you. The northern youth are embedded in medicine, they are embedded in law, they are embedded in engineering. Go and look at our own children, what they are doing. And they're busy every day, insulting everybody, abusing everybody, lack of respect, lack of manner is parenting. And when they don't parent you, you need to parent yourself.
As we build up to the 2027 elections, we will be having lots and lots of this type of conversations, definitely. Thank you so much, Comrade Razak
It's a pleasure being with you.
for joining us.